So just moving this morning at any intensity. If you want to pick up the pace a little bit and put more effort in, you absolutely can. If you want to take things nice and gentle, you can also do that. We'll be doing lots of fluid movements. So yeah, let's just see how we get on. We're going to start lying down this morning. So coming down to constructive rest. So the knees are bent, feet are hip width apart. Hip width, sorry. And either resting the arms down to the ground if you feel like you need some grounding today, or maybe you rest the hands onto the body. Your choice. We'll just close down the eyes for a minute. Just try and connect to our breath. So breathing in and out through the nose if you're able to. Just cultivating a nice, steady, even breath. Lovely. And then if you had your hands on your body, just bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing down. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, start to lift the hips just slightly, starting to roll up through the spine. Just come in to the mid-back, so roughly where your bra strap would be. Take an inhale at the top. On the exhale, rolling all the way back down, really nice and slowly articulating through the spine. Keep that going. Start to lift the hips and the pelvis, just rolling slowly. And all the way back down. Once more. Inhale, with your exhale, starting to roll up. Take an inhale at the top. And exhale to roll back down. We'll add the arms this time. So as we inhale, tilt the pelvis back towards you. On the exhale, we're going to lift the hips and start to raise the arms up and overhead. Inhale at the top. On the exhale, rolling back down, floating the arms back down. Keep that going. You don't need to be in time with me, just moving at your own pace. So I'm starting to warm up through the spine, through the shoulders now. With some gentle movement. Last time, lift the hips, lift the arms. And exhale back down, lovely. And then squeeze the knees in towards the chest, just wrapping the arms around the shins. Just have a little gentle rock side to side or some circular movements. And just massaging that lower back into the ground. And then come into stillness. I'm just going to place the hands on the knees and then take the knees away from each other. And then we're going to start to make some big circles. So if you imagine this thigh bone is like a spoon and you're just making a stirring motion. So really starting to get into the hips now. It doesn't matter which way that you're circling, because we will reverse that now. Lovely. And then coming back to stillness, you can just bring the hands behind the thighs and we'll rock up and down the length of the spine a few times. Now, if that's not for you, you can just roll onto one side and then make your way to all fours. Lovely. And next time you come up, we'll go to all fours. So whichever way you got there, we're meeting in tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then from here, we're going to sit the hips back towards the heels. Reach the arms forwards. On your inhale, you're going to come forwards, bend at the elbows, lower all the way down. And then lifting all the way back up, rounding through the spine as you press the hips back to the heels. Keep that going, nice fluid motions. Moving at whatever speed is good for you. So if you want to take it nice and slowly like I am, that's great. If you've got some more energy, maybe you speed it up a little. Just really taking the time to listen to your body, see where you're at this morning. So really getting lots of movement into the spine. Lovely. And next time you come back towards the heels, just pause there for a moment. We're not bringing the head and the chest down to the ground, just reaching the arms forwards. You can walk the hands over to one side. Really reach and stretch through the fingers. Walking the hands all the way over to the opposite side. Stretch. And back to center. Just coming back up to all fours now. You're going to step that right foot out to the side. So you've got your heel roughly in line with the opposite knee. And we're going to inhale, sweep that right arm up. As you exhale, thread the needle. So threading that right arm underneath the left. Reaching it as far away as you can. So maybe you come down onto your shoulder, maybe not. Inhale, sweep the arm up. Exhale, threading it through. So getting a stretch through the shoulder and also a twist into the upper spine. Doesn't matter if you don't come all the way down. Last time. You might even feel some sensation into the inner thigh. Reach the arm and place the hand back down. Then walking the hands towards you. Lift the chest up. So I'm just going to turn the other way so you can see a little bit more clearly. Okay. You bring the right hand down onto that right thigh. Drop the left arm. As you inhale, take that left arm up overhead. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Lowering that arm back down. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, side bend. Just moving nice and fluidly. Maybe this time that left hand comes down towards the ground. Tap. And then reaching all the way up and over. So gradually going a little bit deeper. Maybe this time that right arm follows up and over this side. So we're really starting to recruit some of those core muscles, the obliques, to lift and take us to the opposite side. And really find some stability into the core. last time. And coming all the way back up. You can bring your hands down in front of you, and then just like a child's pose, sitting back towards the heels. So just be very mindful of your knee. You might find that you can't sit all the way back towards your heels, and that's fine. Just work with where you're at. You can be quite intense on this inner thigh, so just staying at a place that feels good for you. A good stretch, not any pain. Lovely. I'm really slowly coming back up to all fours, stepping that right leg back in. And just have a little wiggle of the hip side to side, and we'll take that to the other side. So stepping that left leg out, bringing the heel in line with the knee. We'll inhale, sweep that left arm up, and exhale, thread it through. Inhale, sweep the arm up, and exhale, draw it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, expand. Exhale, thread it through. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take that arm back up, reach with the fingers, and then place the hand back down. We're going to walk the hands towards us, lift the chest, and just like we did before, keep the right arm by the side, left hand onto that left thigh. Inhale, take the right arm up, and exhale, side bend. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, inhale, reaching up and over. And keep that going. Maybe now we start to reach that right hand closer towards the ground. If you saw a flash then, I think my light bulb's about to explode. Did make a rather funny noise. Lovely. And maybe now you start to bring that left arm over towards the right. Just having a play, using those core muscles to bring you all the way back up and over. Lovely. Last time. And coming all the way back up. We'll come into that variation of a child's pose. So bringing the hands down in front of you. Starting to sit the hips back towards the heels. Reaching the arms forwards. So if you're more sort of like this, don't worry. Just finding a nice stretch into the inside of that left leg. I'm just taking a few breaths here. Lovely. Coming all the way back up, stepping that left leg back in so you're back in your tabletop. And from here, we'll just walk the hands forwards just an inch or so. Tuck the toes under and to lift the hips up and back. So into your first downward facing dog. Have a little wiggle, have a little play, pedal out the feet, any movement that feels good. Lovely. And finding a place of stillness. Really press the chest back towards the thighs. Find that length through the shoulders, right from the fingertips to the tailbone. Then we'll inhale, sweep that left leg up and back. Bend the knee, open up the hips, so drawing that left foot towards the right glute, lifting the knee up. Try to keep the shoulders level. And then we'll draw that knee in towards the nose, stepping the foot forwards into a runner's lunge. If that transition doesn't work for you, you could try stepping towards the top of your mat into a forward fold and then step the right foot back. So the left foot is forwards and on the toes of the back foot. So just inhale, just sink the hips down a little. You might need to come onto the fingertips here. Then on the exhale, straighten both legs, just folding towards that front leg. Doesn't need to be a deep stretch. Inhale, lower the hips, bend the knee. Exhale, take it back. And if this is just too intense this morning, you can always lower that back knee and work here. Just listening to your body, see where your energy's at, what feels right for you. Lovely. Last time. And next time we come forwards and that front knee is bent, just going to pivot that back heel down so that the foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And then coming up to find your warrior two. So just adjust the feet as you need to. Bend into the front knee. Back leg is straight. Nice. And then from here we're going to inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. On the exhale, bend into the front knee, lowering the arms. Keep that going. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe becoming a little bit softer in the arms. Maybe the arms cross at the top and then at the bottom. Just moving in a way that feels good and fluid for you. Lovely. I'll just do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to your warrior two. Bring that right hand down to the right leg. Left arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. And as you exhale, come forwards into extended side angle. Just resting the forearm onto the thigh. Reach the right arm up and over. Now moving in between those two postures. Just have a little play. Just do whatever feels natural with the arms. Maybe you're feeling quite energetic and you want everything to be really angular and really reaching away with the fingers. Maybe you just want to keep the arms soft and gentle. Allow the arms to drape almost. No right or wrong, just feeling into your own body. And then coming all the way back up to your warrior two. I'm going to straighten the front leg. Bring both feet parallel, bring the hands to the hips. Take a big inhale, find some length through the spine. As you exhale, folding forwards. Bring the hands down to the ground. I'm just taking a couple of breaths here. Then we're going to walk the hands over towards that right foot. Don't worry if the hands don't reach all the way. Slowly walking the hands through center, take it to the left foot. And then starting to bend into that left leg, just turning everything to face the front. So we're back into that runner's lunge. Take your time doing this. And then we'll step the left foot back to meet the right back into downward facing dog. Just pausing here for 2 or 3 breaths. Or maybe you want to lower down to the knees and take a quick child's pose. Just see where your energy's at, your choice. And then we'll repeat that on the other side. So wherever you are, coming back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, send that right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open up that hip. Squeeze that knee up. And then we're going to squeeze the knee in towards the chest and step it forwards into our runner's lunge. Or maybe coming into a forward fold and stepping the left foot back. Whichever way you've done it, the right foot is forwards. So take an inhale, sink the hips down low. As you exhale, straightening the front leg, fold. Keep moving in between those two postures. There's always that option to lower the back knee if you prefer. Maybe you do a little bit of both. Lovely. Last time. The next time we come forward, if you had that back knee lowered, lift it back into the lunge. And just pivot that back heel down, coming all the way up to find warrior 2 on this side. So just taking a moment to adjust your stance. Make sure that front knee is tracking in line with the toes. And settle in. And just like we did on the first side, we're going to inhale, straighten the front leg, reaching the arms up. Exhale back into warrior 2. Just moving in a way that feels good. Doing whatever you like with your arms. Just trying to get some more movement into the shoulders. And into the hips. Again, you can move at whatever pace feels right for you. Lovely. Last time. And coming back to your warrior 2. Drop that left hand to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and back for reverse warrior. On your exhale, coming forwards, find that extended side angle. Left arm reaches up and over. And just moving in between these 2 positions now. If you're feeling quite energetic and have that range of movement, you might come all the way down with that hand. Keeping nice and stable in the legs. Keep that front knee bent. Lovely. And just one more. And back to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Just turn the foot in so that they're both parallel to the short edges of the mat. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall. Exhale, folding down. Lovely. And then we're just going to bend into that left knee. Almost like a little side squat. See how that feels in your hips. If you want to make it a little bit more intense, you're going to reach the arms over towards that right foot. And then lifting back up to center, take it to the other side. So maybe it's enough of a stretch for you in this squat. Maybe reach the arms towards that left foot. Maybe not, that's quite intense. Lovely. Coming back to center, both legs straight. Just fold and hold for a few more moments. See if you can just let go of something. Relax the upper body down. Lovely. And then press into the palms. Just lift up halfway. And start to turn everything towards the top of your mat again. So turning the feet. So you're back in your runner's lunge. Plant the palms. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Into your last downward facing dog. Just taking a moment to have a little pedal out, a little wiggle. And then lowering down to the knees. I'm just going to take the knees nice and wide, big toes to touch, sitting the hips back. Reaching the arms forwards, resting the head and the chest down towards the ground. Just taking a few moments just to allow your breath to steady. Just noticing where you feel your breath. Usually in this position we notice it much more in the sides and the back of our body. With an inhale, you might feel the skin on your back stretch. And as you're ready to, walking the hands back towards you, lifting up. You can either stay here sitting on your heels or just come to whatever you find to be more comfortable. Once you're there, just settle the sit bones, really make sure they're rooted down, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, bring that left hand over towards the right leg, right fingertips behind. Nice gentle twist. Inhale, release back to center, arms overhead. And exhale, take it to the other side. And gently release back to center. Just resting the hands, whatever feels comfortable. Just close down the eyes for a moment. Just noticing how you feel. Notice how your energy is. Maybe this is just your warm-up for doing some more exercise. Maybe this is it for the day for you. Sometimes once we get moving, we feel like doing more. So if that's how you feel, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to bring the hands together in front of the heart space. Gently bow the head. And just thank yourself for showing up for yourself and for your continued practice. Blinking the eyes open when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me.